the basics of entrepreneurship. Like the definition of entrepreneurship, though in one class we have discussed about the basics of entrepreneurship, but today let us discuss the same thing in much deeper way with the help of some presentations. So entrepreneurship, this the term entrepreneurship, and there are various ways of pronouncing this term entrepreneurship. Someone pronounces it entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship, entrepreneur. There are different ways of pronouncing the same thing. But one thing that attracts me, like what drives a person to become an entrepreneur. Okay, so it is very much similar to a Sanskrit word, entrepreneur, and a Sanskrit word is antarprerna. So entrepreneurship, though there is, you please don't mistaken it as like entrepreneurship has been derived from a Sanskrit word. There is nothing, but I'm just trying to draw an analogy that entrepreneurship is something which comes from antarprerna. अंदर से प्रेरणा आती है कि we should go for entrepreneurship, and that makes a person an entrepreneur, or you can pronounce it as entrepreneur. Now what is entrepreneur? There are different ways of defining entrepreneurship. There are different theories, there are different definitions, even there are some ideological difference among the scholars. There are some group of scholars who says that all kind of businesses are not entrepreneur, and there are some group of scholars, they believe that anyone who starts a new venture is an entrepreneur. But that analogy and that interpretation, it differs from person to person. But basically what makes a person entrepreneur, we should just try to understand with some of the features of entrepreneur. And what is that? First thing is that an entrepreneur is a change agent. Entrepreneur, who is an entrepreneur? Definitely it's a person, and that person is a change agent. What kind of change? Here nowhere it has been defined that, or nowhere it has been mentioned that entrepreneur is a person bringing change in the business or industry or economic system. No, he is a change agent. What changes? The current status quo prevailing in the society. There are certain things which are prevailing in the society. When in 1917, when Mahatma Gandhi came to India from South Africa, and what was the status of the society at that time? India was a slave of British dynasty. India was under British dynasty, under the crown of Britain, Great Britain. So that was the status quo. Okay, the rule was, or the prevailing system was that, okay, we have to sing God Save the Queen, and we will be reporting directly to the British Empire. India will be a colony of the British Empire. That was the status quo. And Gandhiji have taken a vow that he will change the prevailing culture, prevailing status quo in the society. So he was a change agent. There was a person, Jadav Payeng, you just Google it, Jadav Payeng, in Assam. What he did? He has transformed one entire barren land into a man-made jungle, forest. इतने सारे पेड़ लगाए कि एंटायर जो जमीन है वो सब जंगल बन गया. And that was not a natural forest, it was a man-made forest. He has planted all those trees, and he kept on doing for years and years and years, and ultimately after 40, 45, 50 years, now the entire land on the bank of river Brahmaputra, mighty Brahmaputra, is now transformed from a barren land to a forest, green forest. So he brought that change. Okay. Then come to the industry.
Sir, then we can say him an entrepreneur.
Yes, I'm coming to that. So anyone who brings any kind of change in the society is an entrepreneur. Okay, so entrepreneur is a change agent. That's what I'm trying to tell you people from the very beginning, from my very first class, that entrepreneur is not only about business. ठीक है, जैसे कोई अभी जैसा सपोज हम लोग कॉलेज में कोई फेस्ट करें, से अभी तुम लोग फिफ्थ सेमेस्टर में हो और तुम्हारा जो आउटगोइंग बैच है सिक्स सेमेस्टर वाला या उसके आगे वाला, तुम लोग उसको फेयरवेल देना चाहते हो, और उसके लिए तुमने एक कमेटी बनाई, और उस कमेटी में सपोज लोकेश है, दीक्षा है, आशुतोष है, ये लोग तीन लोग हैं, और उसमें दीक्षा ने सपोज बहुत अच्छा काम किया, सब कुछ एकदम अच्छे से इतनी नाइसली मैनेज किया, तो हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे कि दीक्षा शुक्ला इज अ वेरी एंटरप्राइजिंग गर्ल। नाउ एंटरप्राइजिंग गर्ल हम लोगों ने जब बोला, या लोकेश इज वेरी एंटरप्राइजिंग बॉय। नाउ एंटरप्राइजिंग जब यहाँ पर बोला तो तुमने एक फेयरवेल मैनेज किया, और उसके लिए तुमको क्या तमगा मिला कि सो एंड सो पर्सन और दैट बॉय और गर्ल इज वेरी एंटरप्राइजिंग। सो नाउ एंटरप्राइजिंग, यहाँ पर हम लोग नहीं बोले कि यू एंटरप्राइजिंग मतलब यू आर वेरी गुड बिजनेसमैन or very good business women. Then you did something which is not ordinary, which is there to break the status quo prevailing in that particular ecosystem. That ecosystem may be your society, maybe your house, that may be your colony, that may be your college, or that may be your school. You are trying to just bring some change in that ecosystem, and then people will start saying that you are a change agent. Okay, I'll come to that little much detail in other slides. Then the entrepreneur undertakes the risk associated with forming the business, कहाँ चला गया, फॉर इट्स कॉमर्शियल यूज। यहाँ पर है बिजनेस का आगे कि ठीक है, जब हम लोग बिजनेस करेंगे, कोई भी है बिजनेस या एनी अदर आइडिया, कोई भी हम लोग वेंचर स्टार्ट करते हैं, तो उसका जो रिस्क, हु विल अंडरटेक द रिस्क? It's not that I am doing something and the risk will be of someone else. Why, for a farewell party which was organized for your outgoing seniors, and Lokesh or Diksha or Asutosh has to be accredited because they have undertaken the risk. ऐसा कभी हो सकता है कि अगर उसका फायदा हुआ तो दीक्षा को हम लोग प्रेज करेंगे, और कुछ अगर गलत हुआ तो जब जो क्रिटिसाइज करना होगा किसी और को करेंगे। सो वट एवर द रिस्क or uncertainty associated with that particular venture, that has to be borne by that person only. If you are doing some business, the risk associated with that venture has to be undertaken by that person. If you are running some NGO, there are risks associated with that also. NGO, non-government, you are doing some social service, there are risks associated with that also. Who will undertake that risk? The person who is taking the lead, who is in charge of that particular venture. If you are suppose driving some movement, social movement, who will undertake the risk? Suppose तुमने एक फेसबुक पोस्ट किया, फेसबुक पोस्ट से तुमको पता होगा कि 2011-12 में इजिप्ट की पूरी सरकार हो गई थी, होस्नी मुबारक वाज द प्रेसिडेंट, एंड सिंपली बिकॉज ऑफ द फेसबुक कैंपेन सब कुछ खत्म हो गया, उनका मतलब तख्ता पलट हो गया। सो दैट वाज आल्सो एन एंटरप्राइजिंग डिसीजन, someone had taken the lead. Okay, so but अगर उसका कुछ reverse consequences होता, so who would have taken the risk, who would have borne the risk associated with that particular venture? Definitely the person who is undertaking that, who is on the driving seat. Okay, and an entrepreneur has an unusual foresight. Okay, there is a term called metaphysics. Metaphysics means beyond reality. Okay, एक नॉर्मल आदमी जो होता है कहां तक दिखता है, जहां तक उसको दिख रहा है, ठीक है, बट अनयूजुअल फॉरसाइट, कि उसके जहां तक दिख रहा है उसके आगे तक भी अगर देख सकता है, देन ओनली दैट पर्सन इज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर। अनयूजुअल फॉरसाइट। व्हेन Mahatma Gandhi have started the movement, freedom movement, and initially started with Champaran movement, then non-cooperation movement, then civil disobedience movement, and finally Quit India movement. Why Mahatma Gandhi have adopted the tool of ahimsa and satyagrah? कुछ तो उन्होंने देखा होगा कि अनयूजुअल फॉरसाइट, कि अगर हम लोग बोलेंगे कि चलो हम लोग फाइट करते हैं, सो वी हैव बीन डोमिनेटेड बाय द फॉरेन इन्वेडर्स फॉर द ऑलमोस्ट 1000 years. सो अचानक एग्रेसिव होना मुश्किल है. बट इफ वी आस्क आवर पीपल टू गो फॉर सिविल disobedience or ahimsa or any such kind of non-violent activities, then people will come because that is in our blood. So unusual foresight in business also. You will find, if you just do in-depth analysis of most of the businessmen, or if you just study the life history of businessmen or businesswomen in India, like Kiran Majumdar saw one businesswoman, Indira Nui is another businesswoman, Chanda Kochhar is there, so many businesswomen are there, businessmen are there. Who is this? Arjun Singh, please mute yourself. Arjun Singh, mute yourself. Hmm. So you will find that they have unusual foresight. जहां तक दिखता है उससे आगे तक उन्होंने देखा, and that's why they are at a place where others are not there. And to identify the potential demand for goods and services. ठीक है? There is a story in English written by Ruskin Bond, and वो स्टोरी ऐसी है कि देयर वाज अ वर्जर इन अ चर्च. एक जो चर्च होता है उसमें एक पोस्ट होती है वर्जर. नॉर्मली वो जो एक तरह से समझ लो कि जो क्लीनिंग वगैरह का काम जो करना होता है, सो दैट वर्क इज टू बी डन बाय द वर्जर. द पोस्ट इज कॉल्ड वर्जर, एंड द नेम ऑफ द चर्च वाज सेंट पीटर नेविल स्क्वायर. इट इज इन लंदन. So that verger is a post. It's not the person of a name. So that verger, he was an illiterate. So ठीक है, बहुत पहले से काम कर रहा था, and in that church he was rendering his services. So he was having a very good time. One day a new father came, and the new father was very strict, and he made it mandatory that all his employees in the church, which church? Saint Peter Neville Square, will have at least the knowledge of reading and writing, so that they can decide what is written on any document and what is good and bad. And basically he was a person who was advocating for the literacy of everyone. So he asked his employees that you should be literate, and if someone is not literate, he has given them the reasonable time to acquire necessary skills to read and write. Okay, so one day he called the verger and he said that I have gone through your files and I found that you are not literate. So you took some time and acquire this necessary skill, how to read and write basic English alphabets, so that you can decide what is good and what is bad. Fine. So this was then the verger said, Father, throughout my life I have not learned how to read and write. Now I am very old, and I don't think that I will be able to learn this skill of reading and writing. So kindly pardon me. Father said, no, I cannot excuse you. You have to acquire this skill. Then the verger said, then in that case, verger said simply that I cannot do. Then the father was very strict, and he said that in that case you will have to leave the St. Peter's Neville Square, the job of St. Peter. Verger said, okay, I am ready to leave the job, but I will not read and write. I will not learn how to read and write. And ultimately, he has left the job. And when he left the job, he was passing by one street, and uh, the verger had the habit of chewing tobacco. I don't know how this from in London he was able to get this tobacco, but it was written in the book in the story that he had the habit of chewing tobacco, and on that street he thought that let me have some tobacco, and he searched for some of the shops nearby, and he could not find any tobacco. Then he thought that people like me, there will be many people who will be passing by these roads, and they might also have the similar urge of chewing some tobacco or something. So since I'm an unemployed person, so let me set up a shop which will be dealing exclusively with the tobacco and other related products. So that will be a good time pass for me. Got the point? And he set up, and his business, his idea clicked, and over a period of time he set up some more shops in and around London in the similar streets, and he was a very good businessman. So one day he went to a bank and for some banking purpose, and the manager of the bank called him into his chamber and said that uh, there are 30,000 pounds in your bank account. Why don't you invest somewhere? The verger said, but I do not know where to invest. बोला कि our consultants are there, they will advise you where to invest, simply you have to put your signature. Verger said there are two things. How do I know that the document that I am signing is the correct document? And number two, I do not know how to sign. Manager said, what? You do not know how to sign? You are making a joke? No, sir, I'm not making a joke. I do not know how to read and write. Then the manager said, Ki, what would have been had you been literate? There are 30,000 pounds. During those days, 30,000 pounds was a big amount. He had 30,000 pounds in his bank account, and he said, the manager said, what you would have been had you been literate. Verger said, this is the last line of that story, that I remain would have been the verger of St. Peter Neville Square. Now the point is that an entrepreneur, that verger, whether he was an entrepreneur or not, so he was an entrepreneur because he was able to identify the potential demand for the goods and services. Okay. Similarly, there are people who would identify the potential demand for the goods and services. When Reliance had started its 4G service, at that time the market was totally penetrated. Everybody was having mobile phone. Okay, 4G Reliance Jio was started in 2016. So in 2016, total number of mobile subscribers in India was more than 100 crore, meaning thereby every person was having a mobile phone. And in that condition, if someone is entering fresh into the market, and it is very difficult for anyone to establish their foot in the market because everybody is having mobile phone. I am having my own mobile phone, or I am having two mobile phones of my own. So why should I have another mobile phone? Why should I have another SIM card of any other company? Because simply having SIM card is not necessary, because once I obtain a SIM card of another company, all my contacts will be lost. Means because this number will not be with anyone else, and I will not be able to be contacted by other, my friends and relatives. And in the midst of that, Reliance Jio have introduced its 4G services in such a beautiful way, in such an aggressive manner, that now everybody is now having, most of the people are having Reliance Jio, and it is the fastest growing company amongst all the cellular companies, because it was able to identify the potential demand for a service. Which service? 4G service. Prior to Reliance Jio, though we were using WhatsApp, or you are using phone, we were using this smartphone accessing internet, but the speed was an issue, the data was an issue. Reliance Jio, they do not enter into the 2G and 3G segment. They have entered directly into the 4G segment, so that they have used unutilized capacity. Say for example, this BSNL or Airtel or other Idea and Vodafone, they were having 2G facility, also 3G facility, which is consuming their lot of capacity, and there is very little capacity left for the 4G services. Now Reliance Jio, they have not touched 2G and 3G, so whatever the 100% capacity was only for the 4G services, and ultimately they are able to penetrate into the market, so because they are able to identify the demand for the potential goods and services. So this is an entrepreneurship. So again, you go back to the first. Entrepreneur is a change agent. What Reliance Jio has done, what kind of changes it has made? The mobile phone use behavior of the people. Earlier, people were very conscious when they have to use the data. You may not be remembering, but you just ask your elder brothers, your father, mother, and uncles that prior to 2016, data was a very scarce commodity. People were very skeptical and very miser in using data. But after 2016, they have there is a revolution in that. And because of this introduction of 4G services, there are other things which are other changes which are visible in the society. What is that change? See, now we have this OTT platform, Amazon Prime or Netflix or Hotstar or the Sony Live. All these things, this kind of revolutions, the series of web series coming on these OTT platforms is only because in 2016 Reliance Jio have introduced 4G services, so that we have the uninterrupted service supply of internet and we are able to watch our movies or web series over these OTT platforms. Okay, so this is a change which has brought, and that's why when Reliance Jio have introduced 4G service, Netflix is an American company and it has written on its Twitter handle that thank you Jio. Only this thank you Jio. Now you could understand why they have written thank you Jio. Thank you Jio. Why? Because now Netflix will become more popular in India also because of this higher internet speed. So this is entrepreneur is able to identify the demand, and thus this is a change agent in the society. Now, being a student of economics, I do not know whether you have studied economics or not. There are four factors of production: land, labor, capital, and organization. Now, what is land? Land, normally, what do you mean by land? The dictionary meaning of land is surface of earth. But in economics, land has got a special meaning. What is that? Anything which is available free of cost in nature. Now, in from the perspective of economics, land is the surface of land is land, the river, ocean, the mines, inside the air, water, whatever is available in nature, that will be defined as land. This is the first factor of production, land. Then second factor of production is labor. Now labor means, labor it does not mean that who will be doing physical labor only. हम लोग लेबर उसी को बोलते हैं हाँ दो लेबर लगा के काम करवा दो. So we are using the term labor in that sense, you know, those who will be doing physical labor. But in economics, labor means anyone who is rendering their services. It may be mental labor, it may be physical labor, it may be mental work, physical work, anything, anybody whosoever is rendering their services is labor. And the third one is capital. Capital, नॉर्मली कैपिटल मतलब क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग हिंदी में पूंजी मतलब पैसा, बट इकोनॉमिक्स में कैपिटल जो है जस्ट लैंड का अपोजिट है. लैंड मतलब वॉट एवर इज अवेलेबल इन नेचर इज लैंड, एंड वॉट एवर इज मैन मेड इज कैपिटल. So this computer is man-made, capital. Printer is man-made, capital. This mobile phone is man-made, capital. Pen is man-made, capital. Machines, equipment, plant, machinery, रुपया, पैसा, सब कुछ, everything will be defined as capital. So now we have understood land, labor, capital. These are the three things, first three factors of production. Now we have abundance of land in India. We have abundance of labor also. हमारे पास बहुत land है, natural resources हैं, land है, rivers हैं, oceans है, सब कुछ है. We have labor, 130 करोड़ लोग हैं, labor है. Capital की भी कमी नहीं है हमारे पास, lot of machines है, सब कुछ है. But why India is not a country which is known for its businesses, its entrepreneurs, its enterprises? Still, the biggest company in the world, it may be Walmart or it may be Google or Microsoft or General Motors or General Electric, nothing is from India. Everything is from USA because we have the dearth of entrepreneurs. We should have entrepreneurs, then only India will become a leading country in the world. So we have the dearth of entrepreneurs. And land, labor, capital, इन तीनों को नीटिंग कौन करेगा, मिलाएगा कौन? Who will organize it? So the job is of entrepreneur. So the fourth factor of production is entrepreneur. So entrepreneur क्या करता है? He starts, organizes and manages. क्या? He organize करता. What organize? He will organize the three factors of production and he will manage them. And then ये तीनों फैक्टर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन जब एक साथ इकट्ठा होते हैं एंड हु विल ब्रिंग देम टुगेदर? द एंटरप्रेन्योर दैट बिकम्स एन एंटरप्राइज. कोई भी एक दुकान, कोई भी एक बिजनेस ले लो, उसमें कुछ लैंड होगा दैट इज नेचुरल, कुछ लेबर होगा, कुछ लोग काम कर रहे होंगे, कुछ मशीन्स होंगे दैट इज कैपिटल, एंड इन तीनों को इंटीग्रेट कौन करेगा? एंटरप्रेन्योर. कोई मैनेजर होगा जो मैनेज कर रहा है सब कुछ. सो दीज आर द 4 फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. सो एंटरप्रेन्योर जो हो गया इज वेरी क्रूशियल फॉर द इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट ऑफ एनी प्लेस, any country, any society. Got the point? Okay. Now, this I have explained in terms of business. Now, just take the same thing in the context of, say, a social movement. So, social movement. Suppose uh, maybe you have seen this Anna Hazare movement, or any movement. See, Anna Hazare. उसमें लेबर लैंड क्या था? ओके, वट एवर इज अवेलेबल फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट दैट विल बिकम लैंड्स. सो रामलीला ग्राउंड पे जो अभी जो किसानों का आंदोलन चल रहा है, अभी न्यूज में देखना, किसानों का आंदोलन चल रहा है, पंजाब और हरियाणा से किसान आ रहे हैं. सो उसको क्या हम लोग एंटरप्राइजिंग कहेंगे? अभी नहीं कहेंगे, लेकिन अगर उससे कुछ फ्रूटफुल चेंज आता है, जैसे महात्मा गांधी ने कुछ किया, इट वॉज एन एंटरप्रीनियरशिप. क्या उस समय लैंड था, हमारे पास बहुत सारी जमीन है, पूरा जमीन हमारे इंडिया ही हमारा है, ठीक है, इट वॉज आवर लैंड. वी हैड पीपल जो कुछ काम कर सके हमारे देश के लिए, ठीक है, वी हैव द फ्रीडम फाइटर्स. कैपिटल भी था, बट हु assembled them, who brought them together, united them? It was maybe sometimes it was Mahatma Gandhi, then at other parts of the country there were other different leaders were there, and who assembled them and they become entrepreneur. कुछ लोग हैं, जैसे अभी just I have given the example of Jadhav Payeng of Assam. Land, what is land? Free gift of nature. So हमारे पास जमीन बहुत सारी, on the bank of ब्रह्मपुत्र बहुत सारी जमीन खाली है. जो पेड़ है, पेड़ भी हमारे लैंड में आएंगे, बिकॉज दैट इज गिवन बाय नेचर, ठीक है. लैंड, लेबर, और खुद उसने लेबर किया. कैपिटल, जो पेड़ हम खरीद के लाएंगे वो कैपिटल हो जाएगा. जैसे सैपलिंग अगर हम खरीद के लाते हैं कैपिटल हो जाएगा, लेकिन अगर खुद से ग्रो होता है तो वो लैंड का पार्ट होगा. सो लैंड एंड कैपिटल. सो कुछ खरीद के लाया, कुछ उसने खुद ग्रो किया, कुछ और भी मशीनें उसने यूज की होंगी उसको लगाने के लिए, खुरपी, कुदाल, ट्रैक्टर, कुछ तो यूज किया होगा उसने, साइकिल से लेके जाता था उसको ढोने के लिए. दैट वाज कैपिटल. एंड he assemble, organizes all the 3 factors of production, and he has converted a barren land into a forest, and we can say that he was an entrepreneur. ठीक है.
Yes, sir, got it.
Here I have mentioned especially business because now throughout this semester, when we will be using this, we'll be using the term entrepreneurship development, we will be discussing in the context of business only. So that's why I have mentioned this, especially a business. But take it into your mind that entrepreneurship is not only about business. It can be anything. Anybody who is bringing change in society is an entrepreneur. सौरभ गांगुली को हम बोल सकते हैं he was an entrepreneur. उसने कुछ अलग करने की कोशिश की, he was trying to bring a change. और महेंद्र सिंह धोनी और विराट कोहली, कुछ विराट कोहली को हम ठीक है छोड़ दें कि उसने ऑलरेडी जो महेंद्र सिंह धोनी की लेगेसी को आगे बढ़ाया, बट हु ब्रॉट चेंज? से सौरभ गांगुली. इफ यू जस्ट रीड द हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडियन क्रिकेट, so he brought a dynamic change, like paradigm shift in the attitude of the Indian cricket team. So he was an entrepreneur. And definitely when somebody is trying to bring change, then it will be with a considerable initiative and a risk associated. Risk will also be associated with that. And running a business or running any venture with all the risk and reward of any given business process will be there. And entrepreneurs tend to be good at perceiving new business opportunity, and they often exhibit positive biases in perception and pro-risk taking attitude that makes them more likely to exploit the opportunity. Because pro-risk taking attitude, एंटरप्रीनियर जो अगर कोई अगर अवॉइड करे रिस्क लेने के लिए, तो एंटरप्रीनियर कभी नहीं पढ़ सकता. बट वो थोड़ा रिस्क के लिए जैसे कि तुम लोगों ने एक अभी वेब सीरीज आई है स्कैम 1992, इट इज अवेलेबल ऑन सोनी लिव. कितने लोगों ने देखा उसको? हाँ
सर देखा है मैंने.
देखा है ना. उसमें क्या होता है, रिस्क है तो इश्क है.
हाँ सर.
ठीक है. उसने ठीक है, उसमें हर्षद मेहता जो है he was trying to find a loophole into the system and trying to make money. बहुत सारी चीजें उसने गलत की, सही की, बट एक चीज उसने किया कि उसने जितना भी वो अपॉर्चुनिटी उसको दिखी सिस्टम में, जितने सारे लूप होल्स थे, उसको सबका उसने फायदा उठाया. ठीक है. एंड ही ट्राई टू बिल्ड हिज बिजनेस using all those opportunities. So इसमें हम लोग ने they exhibit positive bias. वो सारे loopholes पहले भी थे, but उसने सिर्फ उसको दिखी वो सब, और उसको उसने सोचा कि इसको हम पॉजिटिवली यूज कर सकते हैं. And to be very frank, I will give all the credit to Harshad Mehta that because of Harshad Mehta, now Indian stock market is in such position. उसने जितने लूप होल्स है सब उसने आइडेंटिफाई किए, उसका फायदा उठाया, और उसका नतीजा ये रहा कि जब सेबी बनी, जो रेगुलेटरी बॉडी उसके बाद बनी हर्षद मेहता के बाद, तो उसको ऑलरेडी पता था कि कहाँ कहाँ छेद है सिस्टम में, क्योंकि सब वो हर्षद मेहता ने खोल दिए थे, सब एक्सप्लॉइट किए थे, उन सब छेदों को बंद किया, और इस तरह से आज हमारा जो इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम है, स्टॉक मार्केट है, आज आसमान की ऊंचाइयों को छू रहा है. तो उसमें हर्षद मेहता का बहुत बड़ा योगदान है. तो he tried to exploit it negatively.
Sir, is it real story?
It's a real story.
यस सर.
राजा मिश्रा बंद करिए अपना. So it's a real story. 1992 में स्कैम हुआ था. Just Google it. हर्षद मेहता is there. ठीक है? Okay.
Okay, sir.
And entrepreneurship is the process by which an individual or they try to identify a business opportunity, requires and deploys necessary resources required for its exploitation. Also, ठीक है, understood. Now, last class I told you that entrepreneurship is all about bringing disruption in the status quo. Disruption means destruction. जो भी चल रहा है उसको डिस्ट्रॉय करना है. And we have the concept, in the Indians have the concept of Tridev. ठीक है, तो त्रिदेव ब्रह्मा विष्णु and Mahesh. The last one is Mahesh. And what is the portfolio of Lord Shiva? He is the chairman destruction. उनका काम क्या है? डिस्ट्रक्शन करना, सब कुछ डिस्ट्रॉय कर देना. अब सवाल ये उठता है कि जो भगवान सब कुछ डिस्ट्रॉय करते हैं, जब तांडव करते हैं तो सब कुछ खत्म हो जाता है, ही वो शमशान में रहते हैं, तांडव करते हैं, सब कुछ डिस्ट्रॉय करते हैं, तो उनको हम भोलेनाथ कह के ऐसे कैसे पूजा करते हैं? उनकी पूजा क्यों करते हैं हम लोग? बिकॉज देयर कैन नॉट बी एनी क्रिएशन until and unless there is destruction. So destructions are sometimes I call it the positive destruction. अगर तुम्हारा घर पुराना हो गया, खंडहर है, वहां पर तुम्हें नया घर बनाना है, so can you build your house without destructing the earlier one? पुराना तोड़े बिना बना सकते हो?
No, sir.
No. So
No, sir.
पुराना तोड़ना जरूरी है. Then only you can have a construction of a new house. So that destruction of an old house is not destruction, rather I call it as creative destruction. So Lord Shiva, this is an example, this is a photograph of Nataraj. उनको नटराज भी कहा जाता है because he has invented dance. उनको ऐसा है कि डांस की उत्पत्ति जो है शिव जी ने की थी, डांस की रचना. That's why he's called Nataraj. So that's called creative destruction. And Schumpeter, एक साइंटिस्ट, एक स्कॉलर था इन इकोनॉमिक्स, he have used the term creative destruction. क्रिएटिव डिस्ट्रक्शन कौन करता है? एनी इनोवेटर, जो भी इनोवेट करता है, नया कुछ करता है. So actually he is trying to destroy something, either product or service or habit or practice or culture, something he is trying to destroy the earlier practice. For example, when Paytm was invented, someone have invented Paytm, I will not name that person, but you know it. When Paytm was invented, so उसके पहले पैसा देने का प्रैक्टिस क्या था? हम लोग हार्ड कैश देते थे, कैश लेते थे, ठीक है. अब हम लोग क्या करते हैं? थ्रू मोबाइल हम लोग पे करते हैं. So the earlier practice of exchanging cash has been destroyed. It has been disrupted. Now we are using mobile phone for paying money or receiving money. So the earlier practice have been destroyed. The earlier practice of obtaining cinema ticket, you may not know it or you may not understand it, but you just go home. Today you are in home only. Just you ask your father or mother, your uncles or your elder brothers and sister, how difficult was to obtain cinema ticket during the 80s and 90s and early 2000.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it was very
Yes, sir.
difficult. सिनेमा टिकट अगर कोई लेकर के जब निकलता था तो ऐसा लगता था कि उसको वर्ल्ड कप जीत गया, सिनेमा टिकट लेकर निकला, आई हैव वॉन द वर्ल्ड कप। ठीक है, सो सिनेमा देखने जाने के लिए पहले क्या होता था कि एक जंग लड़नी पड़ती थी टिकट लेने का, और फिर ब्लैक में लेना है, कैसे लेना है। नाउ somebody have identified, okay, this is the status quo prevailing in the society, let me break this culture. So Book My Show was an app, and now you need not to go to the cinema hall to book ticket. Only you just log in into your mobile phone and you can book ticket. You can pay money using this, again, Paytm or this credit cards or UPI interface, various UPI payment system, and you can book ticket. Now the earlier practice have been destroyed, so this is something new has been introduced into the society. So all these things are actually creative distraction, whether it is Paytm or Book My Show or even OYO rooms or Make My Trip. So OYO room क्या होता था पहले कि तुम होटल में जा रहे हो, कैसा होटल है तुम्हें पता नहीं. Now OYO is giving you an opportunity, a platform to book hotel room. At least you will have a standardized product कि OYO का ऐसा ही सारी चीजें मिलेंगी तुम्हें, and very well you convincingly you can enter into any hotel just booking your do your prior booking through your mobile phone और उसमें होटल में जाके रहो. So earlier practice have been destroyed. So Joseph Schumpeter called all these practices entrepreneur को क्या बोलते हैं? Entrepreneur is the one who bring creative destruction in the society. So from that perspective दुनिया के सबसे बड़े एंटरप्रेन्योर कौन हो गए? शिव जी. इतना सारा डिस्ट्रक्शन किया उन्होंने, तभी जाके सब कितना कुछ नया बना, एंड इसीलिए उनको हम लोग पूछते हैं भोलेनाथ. So launching innovations that simultaneously destroy old industries while ushering in new industries and approaches. So ठीक है, and that changes the dynamic disequilibrium brought by an innovating entrepreneur, the norm of the healthy economy. So जब भी कुछ नया आता है तो डिसइक्विलिब्रियम, पहले जैसे इक्विलिब्रियम क्या होता है कि सब कुछ मैच कर रहा है, इतना चाहिए इतना हो रहा है, बट जब कुछ नया आ रहा है तो अचानक एक डिसइक्विलिब्रियम आ जाता है, एक अनबैलेंस आ जाता है सोसाइटी में, और धीरे 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 तब एक नया कुछ निकल के आता है, एंड दैट विल बिकम मोर हेल्दी इकोनॉमी. सो ये हो गया. So this is just an entrepreneurial process. So it starts with discovery. You have to have some idea, कुछ discovery of an idea. ठीक है? Just a minute. Who is this? Just hold on. Hello. हाँ बताइए. हाँ दीजिए, भेज दीजिए रूम में, LT में भेज दीजिए. हाँ भेज दीजिए. So इसका जो है डिस्कवर, इट स्टार्ट्स विद द डिस्कवरी ऑफ एन आइडिया. कि तुम जब भी कोई बिजनेस स्टार्ट करोगे या कोई भी नया वेंचर या कोई भी कुछ भी करोगे, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू शुड हैव एन आइडिया कि मैं ऐसा करने जा रहा हूँ. ठीक है, देन ओनली यू कैन हैव, बिना सोचे तो होगा नहीं. सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज द डिस्कवरी ऑफ एन आइडिया, and then once you have identified, okay, I will be doing something, suppose maybe Paytm or OYO or Make My Trip or uh, this Book My Show, ये सब तो खैर मोबाइल एप्लीकेशंस हैं. इवन धीरू भाई अंबानी जब रिलायंस शुरू करना था तो ही हैड सम आइडिया कि हाँ मुझे ऐसा इस बिजनेस को करना है. सो खाली आइडिया से बिजनेस तो होगा नहीं. आइडिया इज द फर्स्ट थिंग, इन फंडामेंटल थिंग. वंस एन आइडिया इज देयर, then that idea needs to be converted into a business plan. Now how this business plan is to be written, that I will discuss you later on, but business plan means ultimately 5 W's and 1 H. 5W means what, why, where, whom, when, all these questions has to be answered, and 1 H, that is how. So कुछ लोग उसको बोलते हैं 5 wives and 1 husband, 5 W's and 1 H. So all these questions has to be addressed in a business plan. उसका कैश फ्लो कितना होगा, कस्टमर कौन होगा, बेचेंगे कैसे, बनाएंगे कैसे, एंटायर थिंग हैज टू बी रिटन इन डिटेल इन बिजनेस प्लान. सो बिजनेस प्लान हमने लिख लिया, सब कुछ आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया, उससे बिजनेस होगा नहीं. उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? वी नीड टू एक्वायर रिसोर्सेज. नाउ रिसोर्सेज क्या होती हैं? रिसोर्सेज इज नॉट ओनली दैट योर मनी और कैश. रिसोर्सेज मे बी दैट यू नीड सम मटेरियल, you need human being, you need cash, you need some machines, all these resources. मशीन कहाँ से आएगी, लेबर कहाँ से आएंगे, कुछ ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जहां पर लेबर जो बहुत स्पेशलाइज्ड होते हैं, सो दैट लेबर नीड्स टू बी ब्रॉट फ्रॉम स्पेशल लेबर. कुछ मशीन चाहिए, वो मशीन कहाँ से मिलेगी, इंडिया में मिलेगी, चाइना में मिलेगी. चाइना में मिलेगी तो नरेंद्र मोदी जी बंद कर दिए अभी, वहां से ला नहीं सकते हम लोग इम्पोर्ट, सो हमको कहीं और से सोर्स करना पड़ेगा, ताइवान से लाना पड़ेगा या कहीं और से लाएं हम लोग. ऑल दिस रिसोर्सेज हैज टू बी आइडेंटिफाइड एंड देन मैनेजिंग द कंपनी. कंपनी को सब कुछ ला करके वही उसको मैनेज करना, जो एंटरप्रेन्योर का काम है. खैर सब कुछ ही एंटरप्रेन्योर का काम है. एंड हार्वेस्टिंग मतलब फसल कटाई, जब प्रॉफिट हम लोग कैसे लेंगे, सब कुछ ले लिया, अब उसको हमको उसका फायदा लेना है, और उसके बाद फिर वापस वो डिस्कवरी से शुरू के साइकिल चलती रहती है. So that discovery उसका first phase, idea generation, identifying business opportunity, I have already explained. Evaluating business opportunity and some idea. The problem of a small it just like one problem of a small denomination of coins, that Paytm was invented because of this problem only. So like in India, every problem brings an opportunity. So wherever there are problems, just try to see them as an opportunity. If there are problem of small coins कि यहाँ चेंज नहीं मिलता है, तो ठीक है, हम लोग क्या करते हैं, अब पेटीएम से पे कर दो तो सारा प्रॉब्लम खत्म. अगर किसी को सपोज कहीं पर तुमने सामान खरीदा और उसका दाम हुआ 13 रुपया और तुमने 100 का नोट दिया, तो क्या बोलते थे, अरे कुछ छुट्टे दो यार, तुम्हारे पास छुट्टे नहीं, क्या है, तब 13 रुपया 50 पैसा डायरेक्टली दे दो. तो पहले क्या होता था कि छुट्टे नहीं है तो तुम 13 की जगह 15 दे करके आते थे, या 13 की जगह तुम जो है तुमको 85 वापस करता तो 2 रुपया का टॉफी दे देता था, जो तुम्हें चाहिए नहीं वो भी तुमको खरीदना पड़ेगा. Now this was a problem. अभी there is a problem of homemade servants कि मिलते नहीं है. Suppose now you are in Allahabad, suppose your first posting is in a place like Bangalore, and in Bangalore you do not know कहाँ से homemade servants मिलेंगे, कौन खाना बनाएगा, कौन घर का cleaning करेगा. So like there are some services like one site you can just visit. Now actually वो site काम नहीं करे कुछ दिन से, but you can still know about that site. bookyourchotu.com, chotu.com. तो छोटू क्या होता है, तो उसमें chotu.com में जो अपना सब मोबाइल नंबर और अपना एड्रेस दो, वहां से तुम्हारे घर में भेज देंगे, एक छोटू आ जाएगा. उसको पैसा दो, बोलो कि छोटू में पैसा लो और अपना सामान खरीद करके लाओ, तो छोटू जो है सामान खरीद कर सब्जी लाके आपके घर में दे जाएगा और आपसे अपना एक फीस जो है चार्ज कर लेगा. सो दैट इज छोटू. सो दिस इज गेटिंग अ होममेड सर्वेंट is a problem. Now someone have identified this problem as an opportunity, and here we started chotu.com, or some other agency services are there, manpower. Similarly, hairstyle. Now many of you might have been frequently visiting VLCC or Javed Habib or some other. वो क्या है, ultimately they are just barber only ना, but they have even the hair cutting has been made branded. और अगर ऐसा हो जाए कि तुम जावेद हबीब में जाओ और उसमें वहां से मैसेज आने लगे कि आपका हेयर कट पिछले 2 महीना पहले हुआ था, अभी आपका हेयर कट अभी यहाँ पर है, और आपके मोबाइल का लोकेशन भी उसको पता हो कि नाउ यू आर इन शिमला, और शिमला में बहुत सनी वेदर है, हमारा नियरेस्ट जावेद हबीब का सेंटर जो यहाँ पर आइए और आप अपने हेयर कट करवा लीजिए. एंड दैट सैलून इट नोज योर पैटर्न ऑफ हेयर ऑल्सो, आपको कौन सा पैटर्न है, आपको किस चीज से एलर्जी, सब कुछ उसको पता हो. कैसा होगा, दिस कैन बी अ ग्रेट बिजनेस आइडिया. यू जस्ट डू इट. सिनेमा, बुक माई से ऑलरेडी, हेल्थ ड्रिंक, जूसेस, ये सब है. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव सीन दिस मूवी रॉकेट सिंह? कितने लोगों ने देखा है? 2007 में आई थी, 8 में आई थी. Anyone who have seen this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, it is available in YouTube free of cost. You just watch it. And Rocket Singh.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है,
Okay,
YouTube
sir.
में भी है, Amazon में भी है, मिल जाएगी. ठीक है,
हाँ सर, देख चुका हूँ.
देख चुके हो? कौन देख चुका है, नाम बताओ.
हाँ सर.
अपना नाम भी बोल
मोहित
दो यार, पता नहीं चलता है.
किसने देखा है, अपना नाम बता दो.
तो रॉकेट सिंह जो है, तो अगर आप इस पिक्चर को पहले देखो तब समझ में आए कि एंटरप्रेन्योर होता क्या है. वो एक सेल्समैन था और उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम करते हुए उसने जिस कंपनी में काम करा था उसने उससे बड़ा एक दूसरा कंपनी खड़ा कर दिया. कैसे खड़ा किया, जस्ट सी इट. फॉर मी दिस इज वन वेरी गुड केस स्टडी to understand entrepreneurship. So I just give you a task, each one of you. It is, I think, available in YouTube also, on Amazon Prime also. And since many of you are using this again Reliance Jio, so data is not a problem for you. So any day you can just watch this movie, रॉकेट सिंह. ठीक है. सो एक कंपनी में काम करते हुए उसने एक लाया. अगेन आई एम गोइंग बैक टू माय फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ दिस पीपीटी. चेंज एजेंट. ही वाज ट्राइंग टू ब्रिंग सम चेंज. तो ऐसा नहीं कि एंटरप्रेन्योर जो है अगर कहीं मतलब उसको इंडिपेंडेंट ही कुछ एक रिवोल्यूशनरी होना पड़ेगा, एक क्रांतिकारी होना पड़ेगा. एक कंपनी में एम्प्लॉय था वो. ही वाज ए नॉन परफॉर्मिंग सेल्समैन और उसके बावजूद भी उसने जो है ये काम करके दिखाया. जस्ट वॉच दिस मूवी. देन डेवलपिंग अ बिजनेस प्लान. I already explained, it's a comprehensive business plan. Success or failure of idea depends on the plan. Major components are mission, vision. So ठीक है. Fail to plan is planning to fail. This understand this thing. Planning is very important. And if you fail to plan नहीं करते हो, it means you are planning for your failure. Okay. Now, once again. How many of you have seen this out of these 4 movies? कितनों ने कितना देखा है? Just tell me.
सर गुरु
देखा है? बैंड बाजा 12 देखा है?
यस सर. यस सर देखी है.
हाँ सर.
Okay. Now, what is unique about all these 4? Rocket Singh, he was an entrepreneur. by working within an organization. उसके बावजूद उसने अपना क्रिएट किया. गुरु, you just see how beautifully he was trying to identify all the available business opportunities, and he was trying to deal and overcome all the hurdles and barriers that came to his way. ठीक है. सब कुछ उसने किया, मैनेज किया. बैंड बाजा बारात, how what struggle they have done to get their first contract, and after that how they get going. ठीक है. उसको ज्यादा मत देखना जो 1 करोड़ का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करने के बाद वो लोग जो एंजॉय करते हैं, that part just leave it. But that was not enterprising. But other than that, it was very enterprising. And repeatedly I am saying that entrepreneurship is not all about a commercial venture or business venture. So the first 3 were actually about business, but the third one is about नॉन बिजनेस वेंचर. बट स्टिल ही वाज अ चेंज एजेंट. उसने क्या चेंज किया? जो 40 किलोमीटर का रास्ता था उसको पहाड़ तोड़ के उसने छोटा कर दिया. ठीक है. ही वाज अ चेंज एजेंट. मांझी, दशरथ मांझी था ना? ठीक है. सो ही वाज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर. राम वाज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर. कैसे? सागर पर ही पुल बनाया, पूरा चेंज कर दिया सब कुछ. ठीक है. So business plan, how to write business plan. So these are the things. Okay, I will discuss it in different class when I will be talking you teaching this business plan. So I will not go in much detail. Then business plan hota kya? It's a living document, because whatever you are trying to do and whatever you are thinking to do, it will be as per your business plan only. Everything will be written in that business plan. एंड बिजनेस प्लान इज नॉट सिक्वेंशियल प्रोसेस. ऐसा नहीं कि मतलब कि किसके बाद क्या करोगे. इसमें मतलब ये नहीं हो सकते जो बाद में लिखा हो पहले भी हो सकता, पहले वाला बाद में भी हो सकता. बट इट्स अ लिविंग डॉक्यूमेंट. उसको रेफर करना है हमें बार बार. एंटरप्रेन्योर्स आर कंटिन्यूअसली अपडेटिंग एंड रिवाइजिंग देयर बिजनेस प्लान. ऐसा नहीं कि बिजनेस प्लान एक बार जो हो गया वही हो गया. वो कानूनी डॉक्यूमेंट, एफिडेविट नहीं है. इट कैन बी अपडेटेड ऑल्सो. इट्स नॉट ए लीगल डॉक्यूमेंट. सो अगर कुछ करने के बाद पता चला कि नहीं इसको जो है इस तरीके से किया जा सकता था, सो इट कैन बी अपडेटेड ऑल्सो, इट कैन बी रिवाइज्ड ऑल्सो. And the major revision should be kept and filed for review. And importance of business plan is not the final product but the learning process. Business plan is a learning process because it helps you in learning कि हाँ क्या हमने पहले किया था, क्या खत्म किया. तुम चले जाओगे तो हमें सोचेंगे कि हमने क्या खोया और हमने क्या पाया. So business plan is a learning process. Then resourcing. कहाँ से रिसोर्स लाओगे? सो आइडेंटिफाई योर रिसोर्सेस. इट मे बी योर ह्यूमन रिसोर्स, इट मे बी योर मटेरियल, इट मे बी फाइनेंशियल रिसोर्सेस. सो आइडेंटिफाई द रिसोर्सेस एंड it may be the finance and your human resource. So there are different sources of finance. So again there is a separate topic for identifying different sources of finance. So basically you have some internal sources and external sources. So internal sources may be your personal capital, your family and friends, and working capital, retained profits. Your external is your debt. You will be borrowing from bank. or some other financial institutions, your equity and public finance, these things will be your sources of finance. Then managing the company or firm, so you have to manage the company, so decide the management structure. ठीक है कि कौन ऊपर होगा कौन नीचे होगा. Again, I request you to just go through the movie called this Rocket Singh. Then you will be able to understand how what kind of structure they have. उसने हर किसी को बराबर पावर दे के रखा था उसने, कि जैसे अगर कोई जो ऑफिस में चाय पानी देता है तो ही इज द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट. चाय पानी कोई झाड़ू लगाता है तो ही इज ऑल्सो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट. कोई रिसेप्शनिस्ट है, that person is also vice president. Everybody is vice president. Office vice president, management vice president, housekeeping. So this kind of management structure he has made. I'm not saying that everybody should follow that, but that is just an idea. So what kind of management structure, who will be at the top